Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So Mississippi State's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Warhawks offense will have the football first. And here's a freshman that, despite not being highly recruited, has burst onto the scene. What an addition to this offense. He has performed much better than his high school rankings. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bring in the heat. He'll throw it. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Now on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
So Mississippi State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Bluff Bothwell, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There's so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. Number one job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Here's the give to Bothwell. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. He now has 72 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Being chased. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere. And they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After run, now throw. Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion.
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. The Warhawks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Makes the quick grab. And just the way you draw it up, talk about a guy, let him make the first catch of his career right there. And the Warhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Jamison. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide open spaces. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Jamison. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Keeps it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Complete to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this is why it's so important, David, to get the run game going, because it sets up play action and gives them an opportunity to take these types of shots down the field.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Taylor wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player.
How How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. The run inside. It's Jamison. Got a little grass. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Jukes his way for more. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to move them on the counter. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Warhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He leaves it with his back. And we've got a man down, shaken up on the play. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give on the counter. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Warhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jamison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Makes the grab. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Warhawks with the 1st and 10. This is a designed run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Motion from the back. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Warhawks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Taylor wants to throw. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Black. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Broncos, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's now take a look at top 25 action. Back to your game in Stark Vegas. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Kevin about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Taylor wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Off play action. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll give it to Fluff. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off. And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Taylor wants to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. It's complete to the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Dumps it off in the flats. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Jamison. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. Mark! Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Mississippi State sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
what a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running to the left. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Shakes off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Going to the run, it's Jamison. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line, and the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Off-play action on first down. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Bothwell. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Grab behind the line. It's Evans. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Taylor wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Man, this is wild late in the game. we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Yeah, and that should have been a pick, but it really doesn't matter. The two-point play, man, you're trying to shove that thing in there. Even if it's a pick, it's okay, but you're trying to make a play to get those 2 points, and obviously he failed on that one, and it could have been an interception.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Rides the option, he keeps it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Jamison. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw it again. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Warhawks have their offense in high gear. The run inside. It's Jamison. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's on target and complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Got it.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. They're testing the right side here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jamison. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it 4 yards short of the marker. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Handoff, keep working on that clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They feed him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got out of trouble and throws. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
You talk about having to have it. Needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Got his man. Powers through. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
He wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. He's not going to make it. Still a one-point game here in the 4th. They had hope to push this edge out to a field goal. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. From the gun to give, looking for room. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll operate out of split backs. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Taylor wants to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. On target. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete to the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll run it from the gun. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. And to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Well, that quarterback sneak is less about getting yards and more about centering the football to give the kicker an opportunity to go win this game. They're asking the kicker right now on the sideline, which hash do you want this thing on? And obviously he told them, keep it right in the middle of the field. That's where I feel the most comfortable, and that's why you saw that quarterback sneak.
From the gun, give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Might as well stick with him, and they're able to get him down. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! What a way to finish the comeback! They were left for dead, and they came back and win it with a walk-off field goal. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Golden Gophers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. Bluff Bothwell, he has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear.
Turning it on! Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now give it to Fluff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Minnesota's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And it'll be Drake Lindsey leading the attack. Passed for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. The give is to Taylor. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Off the play fake on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now it looks as if we have an injured Golden Gopher on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Going to try to get it himself. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Now give it to Flop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the grab. It's West. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bothwell. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys?
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
At the 20, he's got space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Find some fresh air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. And it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Finds his big tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. And they'll knock him down.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get it back and... Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 20. All the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulls it, fired complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Looking down the middle with the catch. It's Johnson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got room at the 35. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Taylor wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. From the red zone, it's Wilson. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The Gophers will take their first time out. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll run it with Bothwell. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They march 72 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The Golden Gophers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Unleashes one. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25. Now back to your game in Minneapolis. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the...
Finding some room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete on the right side. Open space at the 25. He is in! Touchdown, Minnesota!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Snags it, and he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fluff Bothwell again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Gets it to the back. Nice move there. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll give it to Fluff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Taylor wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. And he's wrestled to the ground.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game.
Snags it, and there's running room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Looking to the big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Hard-hitting tackle.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snatch it quickly on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. QB draw. Strong, firm tackle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw it again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he pitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Taylor wants to throw. Hauls it in. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get...
There he goes. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working that left side now. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to Fluff. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Minnesota sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarter. Right now, he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. Runs through a man. He might have space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Got it. Turning on the Jets. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too...
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Gophers back on top.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side. Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. But a little time, lets it go. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession, able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Ford. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that's just frustrating. This is an offense that can't afford to throw the football away right here on 3rd and long. Field goal does no good.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants it all. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. The extra point here would tie the game. That trip to the end zone ties us up. And tying up is exactly what these two teams should do. They look just like mirror images.
No doubt, two big boys going at it, making big plays. Who's going to make this play late in the game to take their team over the top? Nice individual effort. Your turn to answer.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Taylor. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll keep it on the ground. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The run inside. It's Taylor. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And this field goal might not put the game in the freezer, but it would ice it down pretty good. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
A down year for Shane Beamer and the Gamecocks, but they have Lenoris Sellers back, and they made some noise in the transfer portal. Fans are expecting a resurgent Gamecock squad stepping onto the field at Williams-Brice Stadium this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. State about to put it away as we start the festivities. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Gamecocks offense has the ball first today. And here comes Lenoris Sellers. Man, he was razor sharp last time out. Completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. Here's Sellers to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's McAllister. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To throw, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab on the left. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the first down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Sellers. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And Camario Taylor will be running the show. A rough day last time out. 3 interceptions matched with 3 sacks. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. That's caught. It's Johnson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. On third down, here's Bothwell. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got his man. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Under fire, and he never had a chance.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often.
Makes the grab in their space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Extending the play. He's got it on the run, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Now he's going to break the pocket. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. It'll be 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Gets away from one, finds room. And the seam on the left. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Sellers. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I see what the quarterback saw. He saw man-to-man coverage on the outside. Give my guy a chance to win. But the DB won. Great job staying glued to the wide receiver, seeing the ball when it's coming and batting it down.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. The screen, and watch out. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Second down coming up. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top as we get a look at the stats. And as we start the second quarter, let's go down to Holly for an update on the weather.
Well, guys, as I mentioned, early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Here's Sellers to throw. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. But he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Finds his man. It's McAllister. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Here's a gift to Bothwell. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Direct snap. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Big on big, man on... And the defense wins on 4th down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Goes to the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Got his man just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Sellers. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. They're working that left side. Tripped up for the tackle.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice move to keep running. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Buying some time. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to be ready to execute in the red zone.
Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll run it with Bothwell. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
That's just a great job by the defense, winning early in the drive to set up a 3rd and long situation, and then they're just playing back. They're making sure they keep the football in front of them, they make the tackle, and they now set up 4th down.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shame. Missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 11 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Seminoles, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Another incompletion on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Sellers on the play action. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's McAllister. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Snags it, and he's open. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes the catch. It's Harbor. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Yeah, you
throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Tight end now in motion. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They take the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a dynamite play there. 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Handoff from the gun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's Sellers to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's got him in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. But how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Taylor wants to throw. The quick out. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39, and it'll be fourth down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completely.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Clark.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Throwing Sellers. Right on the money. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tuggle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Sellers from the gun on third down. Keeps it going. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they draw to within 3 here in the fourth quarter.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the fourth quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Taylor wants to throw it. Caught. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Fires on the move. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, their success running the ball really helped them there on that 4th down because they dialed up the bootleg. Lots of people on defense thought it was the back who had the ball. That was just real easy pitch and catch for the quarterback out on the perimeter, and now we've got a fresh set of downs.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to...
Might have a chance. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Snap it to the back. He'll be dragged down, but not before. He's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Trying to punch it in. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your EA Sports college football coaching journey. Before you get started, you can customize your... Now it's time to choose your team. Each school has a unique set of athletic director expectations, which are goals that you'll need to accomplish as a coach. The school's demeanor will impact how they respond if you miss certain expectations. Patient schools will give you a longer leash, while some schools will be demanding from day one. These factors all feed into your dynasty blueprint by influencing your dynasty point budget. A bigger budget means you can hire more staff, upgrade your school's facilities, and invest more NIL on your roster. from Joe IA Stadium in Ruston, Louisiana. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sideline. Holly?
Guys, this is a big deal for Auburn. New head coach Alex Golish, he told me that he is so excited they've got some crucial pieces in the transfer portal, and he believes this Auburn job.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the catch, it's Miller. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Now it's time to choose your... Here, you can create your own coach or make sure you review your athletic...
Happy holidays and welcome to the Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. I'm Chris Fowler inside the Tiburon Theater. We're so proud every year to be able to bring you Heisman Trophy night. The most impactful handoff of the season is just moments away now. And one of these guys will become the 91st Heisman Trophy winner. The 4 finalists, as chosen by the Heisman balloters, a somewhat surprising group if we're being honest. At the beginning of the season, you might not have thought these would be your 4 finalists, but each of these guys has earned their way here, not by focusing on the Heisman, but by focusing on their team and doing what it takes to win football games. A reminder of how good each of their 4 seasons were. And these guys talk about their poise, their composure. They've been that way on the field, but when you get to Heisman Trophy night and you get them together and the trophy is in the room, everybody admits these are very nervous moments. Only one of them will have their name read. Only one of them will join this exclusive fraternity. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalists. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who's going to win the trophy for this season. And the winner of the 2026 Heisman Trophy is Sam Levitt, junior quarterback, LSU. And one final congratulations to this year's Heisman Trophy winner. 2026 will forever be known as his Heisman season. Thanks for joining us.